in answering this question, I think we have to look back and look at the huge benefits that capitalism has brought. But in saying that, there's also an awareness of the enormous costs of that progress to date. So since the Industrial Revolution, there's no doubt that sections of humanity, large sections of humanity even, have made huge progress in terms of material standards of living, of health, in terms of our knowledge, understanding, communication with one another, ability to travel, all sorts of things, that we've made huge, enormous gains. I think we're at a stage in our development now. It's almost like we're coming through adolescence now. We've grown up and we've got that level of material. Some of us have, as I say, it isn't evenly spread, and there are still large sections of humanity that are living in conditions of abject poverty. And I would say poverty in itself, in terms of people, we usually think in terms of lack of material goods and hunger and so forth. The single greatest impact of poverty on individuals is their exposure to violence, their exposure to exploitation. So absolute poverty is something that is a fundamental attack on the ability of individuals to lead lives free of violence and exploitation. So there are these two sides of it. There's the enormous progress and the enormous benefits that economics and capitalism have brought, but there's also the huge downsides. And then we're coming up against this cliff edge, if you think of it in terms of the particular moment that we're in with climate change, but not only climate change, as I say, the breakdown of politics, the rise of authoritarianism. We are almost like going back to very dangerous times that we saw that in the previous century. So I think the question again is, how does capitalism, how does economics reform itself, gain a humility, if you like, that it, like virtually every other science, including physics, has partial truth, that we are having to find our way towards the answers, and find our way towards the answers at a time of extreme danger. And that in order to do that, we have to return to our roots. And returning to our roots means returning to values of empathy, of concern, of community, that we can get through this and find the way forward together. If we don't, as I say, then we unleash the forces of pathology, and we will find ourselves in situations that we have been in before, and other parts of the world, unfortunately, are in. So this is a recurrent problem. But economics has to take its responsibility seriously in terms of avoiding a further descent into chaos and violence.